You guys as travelers must have gone through tens or even 100 of world quests and found some interesting stories of Teyvat, but there are some who successfully made the travelers uncomfortable and even scared. These are the scariest quests and things in Genshin Impact, handpicked by Teyvatpedia. Let's start with Lewis, the Chasm's Bounty quest. In this world quest, you were assigned to search for a miner named Cheating. After looking for him at Chasm Mines, he was found yet refused to go back as he was searching for a small missing doll which belonged to his daughter, Chinan. Travelers persuade Cheating to return to Chasm surface first and leave it to the traveler, since Chasm Mines was dangerous and unfavorable. While looking for the doll in Chasm Mines, suddenly, Traveler met a girl who introduced herself as Chinan, the daughter of Cheating the miner. Chinan guided Traveler to the place where the doll was located. Not long after the Traveler found it, with the help of Chinan, she was gone. Traveler decided to return to the surface of Chasm in a heartbeat and gave the doll to Cheating. Cheating was confused at how the Traveler could find it. He admitted he was staying for too long in the mines, which made him lose his mind and a little bit lunatic from the effect of ley-line disorder. When he got a bit better, he remembered his daughter Chinan was no longer a girl, but had grown into a lady. If he said the truth, who was the girl who we met in the depth of Chasm Mine? Let's think about it. It doesn't make sense. What was the girl doing in a place as dangerous as Chasm Mines? Except, the girl that we met wasn't your typical girl. In 4th position, Clean Up at Dawn. In this quest, you were helping one of Diluc's maid named Adeline cleaning up dirt at Dawn Winery. At a glance, this quest looked like a normal side quest, but if you look closely to Adeline's dialogue, there was something fishy. After completing Clean Up at Dawn quest and talking to a few maids around, there were several frightening rumors regarding Adeline. They said she behaved strangely. According to the maids, the scariest incident was when the guests came over to Dawn Winery and spent the night. The next day, the guests disappeared without any trace. Later, when the other maid asked about it to Adeline, she stopped interacting and responding to them. After knowing the rumors, you talked to Adeline again and asked about them. Adeline objected and gave Traveler one sticky honey roast. She emphasized that the steak was perfectly normal animal steaks, and there's nothing wrong with them at all. This got even creepier as it was followed by Adeline's chuckles. A guest who was gone without any traces and a normal steak. What if that's actually... Nope, I don't want to think about it. In 3rd place, not exactly a quest, but the creepy things you'll discover after reading some NPC's dialogue and Lewis' bulletin board. If you went to the bulletin board in front of the Ministry of Civil Affairs, you'd find a message from Gentry Deon. He announced the death of his daughter, named Huachu. To provide her a proper burial, he sold a building he used to manage, which was previously known as Minghua Bank. If you read further, according to Milalith, Chihurok Well's water was contaminated and had a foul smell, which came from a decomposed body of a girl inside the well. If you talk to Gentry Deon, he said that his daughter Huachu ended her life in the well since he objected to her relationship with a poor man. Yet, surely, the name Huachu must be familiar to you. Bingo! If you visit Stonegate, Huachu could be found sitting down with a man named Jianchu. She said she was the second child of the Minghua Bank owner and chose to escape from home as her father didn't give blessing to her relationship. Huachu ran away to be with her lover, Jianchu, and ignored her father. If Huachu is alive, then whose body was discovered by the Milalith, who was actually buried at that time? In 2nd place, in Nazuma World Quest, Through the Mist, Surumi Island also has a tragic and scary story. This is about a boy named Ru. He was a civilian on Surumi Island a long time ago. People of Surumi Island worship Kanakapachir and often sacrifice people regularly to Kanakapachir. Although Kapachir itself neither cared about its people nor wanted to be worshipped, until one day people of Surumi Island decide to sacrifice Ru for the next one. They had no idea that Ru and Kapachir were close. Alas, Ru was naive and agreed with their decision. He thought that this was what Kapachir wanted. But sacrificing Ru was the beginning of the bloodshed in Surumi Island. Kapachir was furious knowing its only human friend was sacrificed for the ritual. Kapachir manslaughtered all of the people of Surumi Island without leaving anyone behind. One more thing which makes this even worse. If you read Thundering's Fury's artifact description, you'll know that the people took Ru's blood for the ritual while he was still alive. Yup, that means they drained his blood while he was still breathing. I can't imagine how disturbing this is. A boy as naive as Ru was treated cruelly. In the first place, for the most disturbing and scariest quest in Genshin Impact goes to Enkanomias, the Phaeton Certos. This quest is about a tragic and disturbing story of the Sun Children who were the rulers of Enkanomia. Although being the rulers, they were just normal children who act as the puppet and scapegoat of the cruel Enkanomia aristocrats. They had total control over the puppets. The vile aristocrats often ordered the Sun Children to do bad things, with people of Enkanomia later on would be fan their anger to the Sun Children without knowing that the Sun Children were controlled by the vile aristocrats. But there's a more vile thing that they did to the Sun Children. Not only the Sun Children had a gloomy childhood, they wouldn't be able to live as an adult before they had the chance to grow up. This was done as the aristocrats realized the more the Sun Children age, the more difficult to be controlled. The way they were executed is disturbing as well. The Sun Children will be burned alive at Dainichi Mikoshi, or the artificial sun in Enkanomia. Yep, those are the most disturbing and scariest things in Genshin Impact. It turns out Teyvat has lots of horror and disturbing things. What do you think? Which quest or story is the scariest?